Hi everyone, I'm Marvin Fant for the Weekly 411. In this segment I'll be talking about Kanye West and George W. Bush. And this concerns recently George W. Bush. He was on the Oprah Winfrey show and she posed a lot of questions at him, but the most the one that stuck out with me was his how to put this, his disdain for being called a racist by Kanye West. I mean, it seemed like it just really hit him and hurt him real deeply. Now, I want to say something, whereas I myself, I voted for him, and don't regret it at all, because I found him to be a man of character, a man of principles, and even on the show himself, he said that he wasn't led by polls. He was led by conviction. He was led by a character. And he also pointed out that hopefully years from now, that's how people will see him once all the dust settles and all the smoke clears, so to speak. And that's how presidents should be judged. They should be seen. See, and that was my problem with Bill Clinton. His thing was he wanted to be, and I'll put it this way, he was too infatuated with polls. He was too taken in by the popular way of thinking instead of being led by his convictions. And I always said a true man will go by his character, will go by his convictions, will go by honor, regardless if something's popular or not, because sometimes the popular choice or the popular decision isn't always the best route. So that's how George Bush is. And with Kanye West, now I give it up for Kanye. I give him a hand clap. I haven't always been in his corner, but this situation where he came out and he apologized for calling George Bush a racist, now, I like that. Now, that shows that he is growing as a person, and he even admitted that he's taken some steps in his life to grow. And I commend him for that, because not a lot of people wouldn't even have done that, because they have such a hatred towards George Bush. I'll say President Bush. And like I said, it just really impressed me that he would come out with that. And he said he got to that point concerning the Taylor Swift situation. You know, when he came out on the stage and he basically he interrupted her acceptance speech for winning an award. And he said people after that, people were calling him a racist. And he said now he knew how George Bush felt when he threw the same accusations at him. And he said it didn't feel good. Because in order to make accusations like that, you really have to know what you're saying. You really have to know what you're saying. Because accusations like that can really bring a person down. It can tear them up. Now, if it's not true. Now, if it's true, by all means, you label that person. But Kanye, he must have did a little more research on Bush, read about him, and he probably found out that he isn't the person that a lot of people put him out to be. And that's why I commend Kanye West on that. And just like a lot of people out there, the ones who are seeing this, perhaps you need to take the time to find out about people before you make accusations, before you want to criticize, before you want to jump on the bandwagon of hate. Maybe you need to take a little time and find out about people. I'll give an example like Clinton. I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon just because he was at the time thought of as the first black president. I did a little research about him. I read up on him. Come to find out, didn't like his character. Same thing about Barack Obama. I did some research on him. I tried to find out about his character. What kind of substance does he have? Didn't pan out. Now, you can do your own research and try to find out about people. But before you criticize them, do that. Find out what they're about. Find out if they fit your standards. Find out if they meet your standards of what a person should be, of what character is. And I'll put it this way. Like I said, George Bush is a man of character. He could have went the way of President Clinton. He could have said, I'll go the way the polls are saying. But he didn't. He went by his convictions. He stuck by them. And did you notice that he refused to drag Obama through the mud? He said, I wanted to be treated the same way. So he's not going to criticize Obama, which, by the way, Obama continues to criticize Bush. But like I said, check it out. Bush will not criticize him. Even the ones who work with Obama will not. With Bush will not criticize him. Condoleezza Rice was the same way. They tried to get her to say some things about Obama. She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. All she said was that some things I disagree with, and she left it like that. And then some things that she agrees with, but she would not criticize him. That's the type of people I always want to vote for. That's the type of people I want to be around. So, to put this in a nutshell, President Bush is more of a man of character than Barack Obama will ever be. Yeah, I said it.